I had to take Paul's place on that. How was it?
That was good. That was good.
That was
That was
pretty
good.
good.
That was good.
That was
Mhm.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
You caught me off guard.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah. What's going
What's
on, fam?
up?
Black Comic Lords in the building one more again.
Let's see what we have
It's your boy
here.
Rich, my man, super dope producer Derek, and of course, the lovely Angel is with us on tonight.
Hello,
It's been a minute
hello.
since she's been incognito. Um,
Um, doing some things. Doing some
doing, doing,
things.
doing some things, you know. But yeah, so we here tonight, guys. What's going on, chat? Hope you guys are here to have a good time. Uh, y'all gonna drive some of the conversation. Our
Please,
partner in
please
crime,
do.
Paul, he will be here soon, I'm guessing. But until then, let
We
us
got this.
proceed.
Yeah.
Let-
Just a quick shout out to some of the folks we got in the chat today. Kevin Pitts, what's up? Pericles, good to see you. And 100 podcast.
Well,
Wiseacre, what's going on?
that's
Hey,
good.
since Wiseacre's here in the chat, be sure to check out Wiseacre Comics. Check out the site, order some books.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, all right. We'll have a
That
few
is
other
the
people
show.
join too.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, like Rich was saying, we have a kind of an open agenda tonight. Um, is there anything you want to just lead off and talk about in general? Anything going on or anything on your mind?
I mean, did
Well,
everybody see the Superman movie?
oh no, I haven't seen it.
Why you ain't seen it?
I'm a Snyder person.
Oh Lord, here we go. You know what? Let's y'all. Since you said that, let's just go on and get into it. Okay. Now, I enjoyed the Snyderverse. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed Henry Cavill as Man of Steel. I mean, as Superman. I really, really did. And we were under the thought that he was going to be Superman for years to come. I mean, The Rock really got this dude in the blue tights at the end of Black Adam to get fired about a month later.
That
So
was dirty pool.
that was dirty work for real. But I enjoyed the Snyderverse for what it was. I think that and I'm gonna be honest. I think that the Man of Steel is better than the Superman movie. I enjoyed the Superman movie. I really did. It's a very good popcorn movie. It's now there are people who hate it, and but most of the people that hate it don't like nothing anyway. So their opinion don't really count. 'Cause, I mean, how can you really judge something when everything you judge is you hate it? It don't matter what it is. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. It's
Hated it.
woke. Yeah. So it's one of those things. And look, I'm not. It's James Gunn. James Gunn is going to do things and say things and put things in movies that it's going to rub people wrong. Um, but this is a very good movie, so I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
But Angel, I need you to go and spend some money. Go and get you a tub of popcorn, a big gallon of drink, and go enjoy the movie. I'm just saying, it's a good
It's
movie.
just the principle. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I might go this weekend. We'll see.
Snyder and Gunn are good friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what else was interesting? I read somewhere that oh shoot, Marvel guy, sorry,
Marvel
the guy running the MCU. I forgot his name. Kevin
Feige.
Oh,
Feige.
Kevin Feige.
Feige was at the premiere for
Feige.
Superman. So interesting
I
stuff.
mean, they're all friends.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, they go to each other's houses and all that nonsense. It is Hollywood. I give it that. But
Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, look, can we be honest? I mean, fight. I mean, James Gunn probably had the best or the last best MCU movie, Guardians of
Yeah.
the Galaxy Volume 3. They
Yep.
haven't
I
had a
loved
hit
it.
like that
Absolutely
since.
loved it. Yep.
So, I mean, how they let, James Gunn go over to DC to do his thing. And here's the thing. Let's see. We got Creature Commandos, which was dope. We got that. Now we finally got Superman. So I'm not sure
Mhm.
what's coming next, but I've enjoyed everything thus far.
I still haven't. I've only watched the first episode of Creature Commandos. I need to get caught up on that. So
Oh, I forgot about them. I'm gonna probably binge on it tonight then or
Yeah,
something.
Creature Commandos is pretty good. It's not
Mm-mm.
for children. I'll say it like that.
That's even better. That's even
yeah.
better.
So Rich, I know when I watched the movie and I got tickets to see it 2 days before it was out in the theaters. Like through
Mhm.
Amazon, the early preview.
Right.
And when I was watching the whole time, I was thinking, Rich is gonna like this because this is Rich's Superman. I think the hopeful Superman, a
Yes.
true hero in every sense of the word. There's
Yes.
no, you know, yeah, just 100%. And I was
Yeah.
wondering if my
I
take on that was correct.
yeah. Well, you know me. See, what I love about James Gunn Superman is that he's an eternal optimist. He sees the good in there, or he tries to see the good in everybody.
Hmm.
And that's Superman at its core. That's kind of what
Yeah.
he is. Now,
Well, it's not just every body, meaning every person, is
yeah,
every living thing. I mean,
yeah,
that came out clear, very clear in the movie.
and that part got on some people's nerves. Some people don't. Some people like their superheroes to have warts, and I'm not against warts or anything like that. It's just that when I see a character like Superman or whatever, I mean, look. Let me tell you something. This was a comic book. Uh, this was a geeky comic book. You know, nerdy type superhero movie. And one of my favorite scenes in this movie is when Clark is over at Lois's house and he's making pancakes. Okay. Now, if you know Superman comic books, that's pancakes is like Superman's favorite thing to eat. he just he really doesn't like a whole lot of other stuff, but he eats pancakes to ad nauseum. So I just kind of like the way James Gunn weaves some of the quirky things about Superman. You know what I mean? I really really enjoy um, what he did with the. I'm glad, and I'll be honest. I'm glad that we didn't do an origin story. He literally just put everything kind of like you guys know the story. We just gonna jump right into it. And that's what they did. And so um, I enjoyed it thoroughly. You know.
Yeah,
So
I did too. Now, I just want to take a moment just to shout out a few more people who've joined us since our last check-in. So Ricky Tomlin, what's up?
what up, Ricky?
Profess
Been
the
a minute,
film
sir.
fan. Dion, what's up? And Nancy the Spider. Amir saying I enjoyed the new Superman more than Man of Steel. Okay. Tron World, how are you? Good to see you, or good to have you in chat. And Anthony Davis asking his thoughts on Mr. Terrific. I think we'll be getting to that next. MD Johnny, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
And I think there's everybody has called themselves out in the chat. So, all right, Mr. Terrific. I've seen a lot of posts about Mr. Terrific.
I'm Mr.
Uh, yeah, you.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Derek.
um. So, I um. I enjoyed Mr. Terrific. Because I came into the movie just as somebody that was just wanting to be entertained, right? So, sometimes you can walk in a movie and you want to get really critical about things.
Right,
And I just wasn't that wasn't my mood, and it's not my mood now about Mr. Terrific. I could get really picky about a few things that I saw, but
right,
in general, I like the character. and I recognized that was this was a movie about Superman, and everybody else in this movie is a plot device for Superman to do what he does, right? And for us to
Right.
see who Superman is. So given that everybody else is a plot device, where you really didn't have a lot of background on other people, Mr. Terrific is somebody I would love to have more background on. I could have been really picky about that, but despite that, I enjoyed just Mr. Terrific, his interaction with other people, and getting to see him do his thing. The way he talked, you know, I, I wouldn't have been upset if they had done it differently, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah, I was kind of I was okay with the way he talked. I kind of was joking with Paul about that. And some people didn't, of course, don't like it. They thought it was stereotypical. But at the same time, I kind of look at it like, well, they could have used different voices or whatever. Mr. Terrific, for the most part, is a very serious character. They kept his. You could definitely tell how intelligent he is
mhm.
with some of the things, because it wasn't all. Some people just hyper focused on a couple of scenes or whatever. But I thought he was, in my opinion, I thought he was hilarious. Um, one of my favorite scenes is when they had the monster. It's Superman's like, what can we put him? It's Terrific is like, what? He just sent the T Spears in and it was a wrap. I felt bad. I felt bad because, Superman's trying to preserve life, and they just kind of like the Justice Gang. They kind of like, what, man? Get out of here. I definitely enjoyed Mr. Terrific. I definitely enjoyed Guy Gardner. Um, the guy who played Guy Gardner. I think that Guy Gardner was hilarious as well. The only one, and I won't even say she got on my nerve, but the screaming of Hawk Girl, that kind of bothered me a little
Mm.
bit. I was like, did they really? I thought I was watching Black Canary because I don't remember seeing Hawk Girl scream as a character. Because that's what Black Canary does. She kind of, throws out sound waves and that kind of
Mhm.
thing. But Hawk Girl just usually has the baton that she uses. And I wanted one of her podcasts. The character that stole the show was Crypto. Um,
So
Crypto,
James Gunn is going to have some animal that's going to
yeah,
play a major role and steal some hearts.
Crypto was hilarious. Just a wild dog, and he ate Mr. Terrific's T Spears like they were lunch. He did not care. So
Did did you? I kind of felt like James might have overdone it with the animals and
that's what he
creatures
does,
a
though.
little bit, but
Yeah,
like the squirrel.
yeah. But see, that's what James Gunn goes too far. You
Mhm.
just don't know where he's going to go too far at. And I think the animal situation was yeah, he kind of went overboard with it. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I have no. If I had to rate the movie itself, I would probably say it's a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was
Um,
seven and a half myself. Yeah.
yeah. So it did what it was supposed to do. Um, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We got another movie getting ready to come out, and I was excited to see Superman, but I'm overly cautious with the Fantastic Four uh,
Hmm.
first steps. I am cautious because this is like third time's a charm. They don't get it right this time. The Fantastic Four live action is cooked. It
Yeah.
better be good. It better be good. Ugh.
So chat on a scale of 1 to 10 for those of you who've seen the Superman movie, what grade would you get it? Just put that in the chat and let us know. And while you're doing that, Jay the Blurred, thank you for joining us. Expensive paper, thank you.
What up? What up?
Hi.
What up?
And Amir says I would compare this to an issue 1 of a comic series.
Mm. yeah, I mean, man, I mean, there was so many things going on in the movie. If I have any criticism of it, it really kind of was like a lot of stuff just thrown at you at once, almost. It felt like that. I,
For
I
sure. Yeah.
now I will say this, I can't remember who I was watching, but they got the perfect dude to play Lex Luthor.
Hmm.
That guy was a psycho. So, you know, yeah, they need to keep him around to do Lex Luthor. Yeah, I liked his portrayal.
What's up, Smooth Approach? Yeah, I liked it. How about, hey, we got somebody else joining us here. Um, another question for you. Um,
What's up,
how,
everybody?
how
What's
what's up,
up,
Paul?
Paul?
It's the Wednesday wrap up show.
We already got that covered.
Yeah,
You late.
I filled in for you, Paul.
Yeah.
Did you
And,
get the
and
holler
he
Sure
right?
did.
actually, and
Yeah,
he
I
actually
did.
He did a good job too.
You did? Good, good, good.
Yes.
What are we talking about? What'd you guys talk about?
Talking about Superman, and the chat is giving their scores on the movie.
That movie was terrible.
Oh,
I want my
here we
money
go.
back.
You know what? He's just
You
such a liar.
know what?
I'm
Such a
I
joking.
liar.
said
I'm joking.
See,
I'm
I
joking.
told them I refuse to spend my money and wait for it to come on streaming. And they said I gotta go pay and go see it.
It was a entertaining movie. Look,
All right, Starman
Superman
934 gives it a 10.
Oh,
Superman's interesting. I have a weird relationship with Superman. As a young child, like most kids who grew up in that era from Generation X, our introduction into superheroes in large part came from cartoons, specifically Super Friends. Then seeing George Reeves in the old black and white Superman show, syndicated show. Then later on, seeing the Superboy television show, then Smallville. I have an appreciation for Superman for being the original superhero. You can't tell me you're into superhero comics and on some level tell me you don't have a certain level of respect for the concept and character of Superman. At some point in your fandom, you are probably a fan of Superman. And as you get older, you look at him through different lenses based on writers, what have you. You can have your reservations about the character. I get that. I share many of those sentiments. But I'm also a kid who in 1978, my parents took me to go see Superman. And Christopher Reeve had little kid me believing a man could fly and being inspired by seeing a superhero like that. And at the end of the day, superheroes as a concept, maybe it's considered an outdated concept now, but originally the purpose of superheroes were to be our modern day fables. The purpose of superheroes were to inspire us to be more than what we are. And that's what Christopher Reeve did for me back when he did his Superman movie. This take by David Corenswet and James Gunn, was that type of film again. It was that type of portrayal of Superman that was meant to inspire. And I respect that. Understand, with comic book properties, any IP, you can view these characters through different lenses based on who's the writer, who's the actor, who's the director. They're all different takes you can put on these characters. And it's not to say that one is better than the other. It's a matter of what your taste is, right? It's like ice cream. There's different flavors, but it's all ice cream. I liked this flavor of ice cream. I liked the hopeful Superman that is meant to inspire. And I love the message of when Lois is interviewing him and she goes, you the thing with you is you find everyone beautiful. That's kind of punk. It's such a radical concept. in these days to view everyone and everything as being a beautiful and should be embraced and should be appreciated. It seems kind of in our cynical age that we have these days, where we hate on everything and we virtual signal on everything and we find everything is deplorable. It's so refreshing to see someone who's a character portrayed who's like, I love everything. I love everybody. I want to embrace everybody. It seems like kind of a radical concept, but it's just it's just one it's an old concept that perhaps should be reinvested. I enjoyed that. It's not a perfect movie. It had its problems, but all in all, I really enjoyed the film, and I look forward to seeing it again.
Austin roasting it. He's like, I'm sorry, but that Superman movie was so juvenile and awful. But Mr. Terrific doing the 70s job talking, and this Superman was weak and had Superboy tantrums. You kind of putting it on thick, Austin. You know, look. Let me.
It's those kind of comments that I want to wait.
See, well, here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that. See, some of y'all don't know how to be a kid at heart. So a lot of you nerds have lost the I won't even say the innocence, but the childlike quality that it takes to really enjoy this kind of fandom.
The eye of wonder.
The eye of wonder. That part. You guys are so serious. Your loan boxes are full of terrorists and just go read nothing but Punisher. If you really want a character that you can that just kills everything in sight or whatever, you say the movie's juvenile. That's the point. It's supposed to be, Austin. It's superheroes.
Not just any superhero, the superhero.
Go. Now listen, this is not to hate on anybody's taste. If you like The Boys, have at it. You want Garth Ennis trash on steroids? Go watch The Boys. You want your superhero, your apex predator, to be an a-hole? Go ahead. Have at it. Have all the Homelander you can stand. I like my superheroes. I like, especially Big Blue. I want him to be naive. I want him to be an optimist. I want him to be hopeful. That's what Superman is. But Rich, this is expecting them to do James Gunn.
Oh no, now he's making fun of him.
No, see, just because it's James Gunn, people are expecting it to be something raw.
Well,
they're expecting it to be something. They're expecting it to be something, chaotic.
I say something about that. James Gunn did an interview, and he said in his universe, he's going to have different takes. There's no one universe, one universal look. Different directors are going to have different takes on characters and different vibes based on that movie. It's kind of like how Marvel does things. You can't compare an Eternals to like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I loved Eternals.
You're in the minority. But the point I'm trying to make, there are certain properties, different directors have different takes on Marvel properties, and they have different tones. Where the Snyderverse was all kind of one tone. It was the Snyderverse. It was everything had that type of tone. So just because James Gunn does this version of Superman, this is the same guy who did Suicide Squad. All right. Yeah. So don't expect of the Batman to be like, everything is beautiful in the world. I want my Batman to be dark. Understand?
Now I do.
I'm not a Superman guy, but I appreciated this film. If I'm a DC guy, I'm more of a Batman guy. I want my Batman to be. And
that's a good contrast. That's a good contrast to have too. That play off of.
And that's my question is, there's going to be a Brave and Bold series that James Gunn is doing. Are we getting a different? Of course, it's going to be two Batmans. You're going to get the Batman with the Matt Reeves Batman. Yeah. That part of the universe or whatever, that's going to still be there. And then you're going to have this Brave and Bold Batman. as well. So, you know, I mean, I know he's setting up the universe and that kind of thing, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's Superman. It's supposed to bring it. See, Superman is it's the draw for children, really. I mean, my question is, do y'all want kids to like superheroes? Because you grown ashy butt Negroes want everything to be y'all want everything to be R-rated. Y'all want everything to be more than PG-13. What about your kids? What are your
What
kids
about
on?
them?
And then when they don't have nothing to watch, you come
They got
screaming at Black Comic
Teletubbies.
Lords talking about we ain't got nothing for the kids to watch or whatever. Well,
They got
here it is.
Teletubbies.
You got a good movie right now. You got a good start with as far as the James Gunn universe goes. They got something that the kids can watch. But all y'all running around talking about F them kids. No, that's why the fandom is dying. Because you can't get the kids. That's why the kids are chasing manga, chasing after anime. Because y'all can't stand for little innocent things to be in your comic book fandom.
Anime is not innocent. What?
I
Anime
know
is
it's
just
not, but
okay.
But you know what I know, Angel? You go into a shop, the young folk gonna be more of looking at the manga stuff than the actual comic book stuff.
They sure do. Oh, I was in Barnes and Noble Saturday, and there's 2 rows of manga now. That was never a thing before.
Manga killing it.
Well, look at Austin's comment. So, Rich, are you okay with drunk Supergirl?
No, I'm not necessarily okay with that. But see, you know what was funny? When she showed up to pick up her dog, there was a reason why Crypto was behaving the way he was. I didn't know that they were even going to bring her in, you know, and all he really was doing was looking after the dog while she go turn up somewhere. I'm not necessarily a fan of that, but I'm just saying, as far as James Gunn is concerned, this is definitely, you know, immature, kiddie type film when it's James Gunn. Because like you said, Paul, this is the guy that done Suicide Squad. This is the guy that don't mind blowing people's head up and allowing you to see it.
Yeah.
So
don't get it twisted.
But Derek, I know we had a gang of super chats.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, first of all, expensive paper. We do appreciate your super chat. Thank you very much.
Donation. It's a donation. I thought it was the trash. Don't be hitting on me.
Thank you.
And then also L Dog, thank you so much too.
Thank you.
L Dog.
Yes, due to a busy summer. It has been a busy summer. Absolutely.
But Austin, to answer your question, Austin, real quick, no, I'm not okay with a drunk Supergirl. I'm not saying that this movie is 100% for kids, but at least it leans into them. You know what I'm saying? There's a scene where now I could not get the names of these countries, these fake countries or whatever that they were trying to call itself passing off. All I know is one was real dusty, and the kid had the flag, and he was calling for Superman, and that was very, very beautiful. And almost
that was Palestine, Rich.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're trying to keep it not political. That's why they say this movie was woke, because it definitely had elements that, you know, I mean, bruh.
How dare you invade our country that we've had for years?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's finish these super chats quickly. Bo Big, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
But the other country that's invaded has been an American ally. You can't. But they were killing people. It doesn't matter. They're American allies.
Oh, don't get labeled. Don't get labeled.
Y'all know who that was.
I'm not saying who that is, but
And we got two more.
All right.
Wiseacre. Thank you so much, Wiseacre.
Why? Thank you.
damn, y'all hooking
then,
us up tonight. Appreciate y'all, man.
yes, we do. And one more. But wait, there's more. Mr. Anthony Davis, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh wow, we gotta pick another one out here. Let's see. How about this?
Show me the money. Yeah! Louder! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! I love black people!
Man,
I love black
we
people.
We got a lot of lost revenue to catch up on because we haven't been around for this summer. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Jamal Anand says the reason kids gravitate to anime is because it gears toward teenagers and young adults, which is where kids see themselves in the near future. The books talk up the kids, not down.
No,
I mean, well,
it's got a lot of adult stuff. I've watched anime for the last 30 years.
Yeah, there's some definitely anime stuff that you don't want your kids, but look, it is what it is. But a lot of manga and anime stuff, there is stuff for kids or whatever. If you got Crunchyroll, or if you go to Netflix and watch a lot of
Crunchyroll
anime, there's a little bit. There's something for everybody. The thing though is that why are comics, quote unquote, westernized comics dying, and manga continues to seem to still grow?
Well, I can answer that plainly because I'm an active anime watcher. There's all these barriers with Western cartoons, and everything is always geared to whatever the social norm is. And anime is free. It's literally whatever the imagination is of that story. Like, for example, they have this series where someone was a reincarnated vending machine. Like, what? But it was good.
Yeah.
It's very free. It's very open. There's no connotation if you have a different orientation. There's no politics. Women can do and girls can do just what the boys do. It is very open. That's what's the difference. And with anything Western, it's very conformed to, you got to follow the Bible, you got to be a boy, you got to be a girl, and all this other BS, when humanity is very fluid. It's always been fluid. The rest of the world is pretty fluid. It's just here, everything has to be conformed and locked in and barricaded.
I think that's a little over. I don't know about that, Angel. You kind of. I mean, I get what you're saying. No, for real, I get what you're saying. What I will say though is that
it's America. Damn it, we like our hamburgers.
You can subscribe to certain values, whatever, and be flexible. But it takes. I mean, in my humble opinion, the biggest difference between what's going on with manga and what's going on with comics is writing. And you got fluid writers in comics, and they suck. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that it doesn't. It's not always black and white like that. But I get your point. I'm just saying that there's the limitations that we're talking about, or the borders that people subscribe to in the West, right? Who says they can't write those kind of things?
It literally doesn't go anywhere. The mechanisms in place to promote and to have a stage for any creativity has extended obstacles for things that are outside the norm. Gotcha. Over other places, it's just open, and the audience decides what they like and don't like. and there's something for everyone. And I talk about this a lot of times in meetings with clients. There's something for everyone. There's no reason to gatekeep. There's no reason to point down at, oh, well, I wouldn't do that and blah, blah, blah. It's just over here in the West, just it's
What?
very...
You said it's interesting you bring it up because we interviewed Dawood and Guy Sims, the creators of Brother Man.
Check that interview out. Check that interview out. Be sure to
check that interview out, guys. I'm gonna get to your comment, Austin.
Put the link in the chat.
But Austin. I mean, not Austin. Dawood said something the other night that I thought was interesting, in that when we talk about writing and that kind of thing, that you don't. He was saying that you don't have to stay within the box or confines of your culture, quote unquote, to write a story that will be appealing. So I get your point is made, Angel, in that regard. Because what he talked about was how Brother Man is really not a inner city hip hop story alone. It's actually a universe, or a different dimension. And but it's just about being creative with our, I guess, agency, if we can say it like that. I think that's maybe the difference. So I don't disagree, Angel. I actually do agree. I just think that sometimes we're not given permission to do things outside of the box.
We got a lot of comments here. We gotta get to some of these.
Now, Austin says, "Oh, so you're okay with black men talking 70s jive talking? We don't talk like that." Look, and I think that was so disrespectful to portray our people like that. Okay, now, Austin, I'm gonna say this, and we can go ahead and have a conversation. There was only one scene I would say that you might could say that was an issue. But overall, Mr. Terrific's portrayal was okay. I had asked the question in our chat behind the scenes. I said, well, no one had a problem with Eddie Murphy when he did the Clumps.
Right.
He did a whole family. Ain't nobody call Eddie Murphy how does he say it? When Clump was when Sherman Clump was watching the Richard Simmons character. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Nobody said nothing.
Pause. Richard did that way too well.
One of my favorite movies, man.
Clearly.
Hercules.
Yes,
Hercules.
I can.
Do a Hercules for me. Wow. That just happened.
Oh,
we
man.
need to edit that part.
Look, the 70s jive talk. I mean, I did not hear one jive turkey. I didn't hear one sucker. Y'all just didn't like the tone, and I get it. But my question is, how would you prefer him to talk? Would you prefer him to talk in his normal accent?
Mr. Producer, bring up the picture I put in the BCO staff chat.
Yeah, I'm just asking questions because, again, and as far as the 70s, listen, don't sleep on the 70s. Some of the best music, best acting. Listen, cinema is not the same without Sweetback Badass song.
People are scratching their heads going, what's this dude talking about Sweetback? What?
So you know what I'm saying? And The Godfather and Black Caesar and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get the point.
This is my take on Mr. Terrific. Look, as I said, the movie was not perfect. I loved Mr. Terrific, his scenes that he had in the film. However, it would be intellectually dishonest for me to not point out that as I heard him speak, all I heard was RDJ in Tropic Thunder. Oh, there, Mr. Terrific. Go Come on. You can't tell me that wasn't RDJ's voice.
Well, terrific, though. I mean,
come on, man.
Can we hold on? So are we policing?
Wrong. Tell me I'm wrong and tell me you did not hear RDJ when you heard Mr. Terrific.
Are we trying to police black voices now?
Look,
apparently, that's what it sounds like.
Let me be clear. RDJ in Tropic Thunder did blackface. Let's be upfront about it. He did but he's the only actor in history that black people have given a pass on doing blackface because it was so damn funny. It was so damn funny. And he was doing a parody of a person doing blackface.
Right.
So that's kind of the point. He wasn't doing blackface to do blackface. He was parodying someone doing blackface. And the way that he did it was absolutely brilliant. It just seemed that certain lines that Eddie Agathe, I can't say his last name, did in this film reminded me of RDJ's tone and voice and the method of speech that RDJ used in Tropic Thunder. That's what I'm saying.
All I know is I live in the South, and from Texas to Louisiana to Georgia.
Yeah.
We talk country. We talk different. And, there are places out east that I probably would go and I would say things or whatever that would not be necessarily embraced.
Never go full Mr. Terrific.
Like for example, I'll give you an example. Certain places, like maybe out on the East Coast, not necessarily New York or whatever, but there are places where, people get offended if you say yes, ma'am, or no, sir. I'm from the South. That's what we say. Does that make me a coon? Does that make me a stereotypical person? Because I say yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. Or I don't say door, I say door. Open the door. I mean, are we going to put, and I get it. I'm being facetious as I say this, but all I'm saying is that the Mr. Terrific thing is a reach for me. I mean, because that's all white people have done is police our lingo, our language, our tones, our dialects. Are we so far gone in the West that we say, you know what, that's just wrong? I can't say yes, I can, like Sherman Clark. I can't do that part.
Look, every Black American has an uncle that sounds like Mr. Terrific.
Yes.
Let's keep it a step.
I was just about to say
everybody. Yes. Every African American has an uncle that sounds like Mr. Terrific.
Or know somebody that sounds like
that. Let's stop. Let's stop the cap. Seriously. Is it a little funny? Is it a little outdated? Is it seemed a little 70-ish? I agree. But it was funny for the lines that he did, the funny lines. But all in all, Mr. Terrific was a dude. He was a scene stealer. Every scene he was in, he stole.
Yeah,
Every scene he was in, as my 13-year-old said, he ate. And that fight, and that scene in the desert that he was fighting, that was
on the beach.
Chef's kiss. That was Mr. Terrific. That was Mr. Terrific from the comic books.
And you know what? And I can't be mad at the T-Craft either. That was he had it plushed out. He had it plushed out, leather red. It looked like something out of the 70s.
It was a pimp ride. Look, understand. One of the things that I was looking forward to, the one thing I was most looking forward to in this movie was giving Mr. Terrific the push he needed to be an A-list superhero. I think he accomplished that because you have a guy who has comic books, he has a solo run, He has toys. He's got the merch. He's got cartoons. He's got television. The only thing missing was the push on the silver screen. Now you can go to anywhere in America, anywhere in the world, and say Mr. Terrific, and people will know who you're talking about. That's the final phase to be an A-list. That's the final phase. So guess what? DC like that, James Gunn like that, Edie, whatever his last name, Gafigi, just like that, has now made an A-list black character for DC Comics. Let's not understate the importance of that.
Yeah.
Just like T'Challa did for Marvel, Mr. Terrific has that potential for DC. That's important.
So I saw an article saying that Edie Gathegi has signed for multiple DC projects.
Yes, I saw that earlier as well.
That makes sense. Sense.
Yeah, good.
Dude, David Cornsweat only got paid $750,000 for this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he gets more money if the movie does well.
MJ Johnny says James chose his depiction for Mr. Terrific. Is he laughing with us or at us? I appreciate the shine on the character, but James needs black consultants. Mr. Terrific was my favorite part. I mean, look,
he's black. Why does he need black consultants, man? Look,
I told y'all gonna have to stop policing blackness.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing this, y'all.
You know what? You know what I want to do? I've been thinking about this, Paul. You know what I would love? If I had the Infinity Gauntlet, I would take the Infinity Gauntlet. And then when I hear people complaining too much about certain things, I would just snap them back to like 1972. You got 3 channels.
ABC, NBC, and CBS.
That's all you got.
Channels.
And your local PBS.
Technically. Yeah, you got 3 channels, and the only comic book on the spinner rack that looked like it was Luke Cage.
Oh man!
And there's a whole lot of suckers and jive turkeys in those books.
Yes.
So, look, as much as we say that, people just don't. Unless you live through that, there's something about perspective being old.
Yeah, it doesnn't resonate.
It doesn't resonate. Like, we can talk about it all day, and y'all, unless you've lived it, it's kind of like the civil rights movement. When you have old people from the civil rights movement talking about, or people that lived through Jim Crow, and they talk about it to us, we can't really appreciate what it was like to live in Jim Crow because we didn't live in Jim Crow.
Right.
Just like when Rich and I talk about, y'all don't know how good you have it now with these superheroes because you didn't know what it was like to be on watch television and read comic books and not see people that look like you. You're so used to it. You're spoiled, to be honest with you.
And look, I'm not. Listen, if you don't like the portrayal of Mr. Terrific, fine. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta. You can say that. Now I'm all for having black people in the editor's room, in the director's room, or wherever. I'm for black presence where it's warranted, where it's needed for sure. Dwayne McDuffie was a jewel for Marvel and DC, to be honest, but particularly Marvel, when he called out Marvel for their portrayal of Bucky, or Lamar Hoskins, as they were going to call him Bucky in the Captain America comics. He was there to pull their coat and say, hey, you can't do that. So we know the value of our presence being in these circles. And at the same time, we also have to realize that, we have to let people, sometimes find out. James Gunn is not perfect. He's not my favorite director, actor, and that kind of thing. He isn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that he still, there's a learning curve. He may be hearing some of that people didn't like Terrific's portrayal or whatever. And if he does, he will pivot, and it'll be good either way. I think that what we got to see from Mr. Terrific on screen, we could say that it could have been better or whatever. But as someone who, like Paul said, watched comic books, cartoons or whatever, and barely saw black skin on screen at all, yeah, I'm gonna take the win and keep going. Could he be better? Absolutely, but I'm gonna take the win and keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was the first comment I said. It wasn't a perfect movie, but it was an enjoyable movie. And I really think this is going to give Mr. Terrific the push that he needs to be an A-list character. I think the movie's set up to bring back the Justice Gang as the Justice League, or however they want to do it, and that's cool. We're going to see these characters again. We're going to see Mr. Terrific again. That's a good thing.
Jamal says, I was watching Truck Turner the other night, and although the dialogue was 70s jive, it was the 70s. Listen, you can call it the 70s jive. That's what it was. That's what it was. The whole thing of Dwayne McDuffie doing the Buck Wild in the Icon run, and Buck Lightning, and what was the other one? Brother Voodoo, Buck Voodoo, whatever it was. But the guys at Milestone had a ball lampooning Buck Wild, which was a caricature of Luke Cage. We all know that these characters are problematic, but you got to have a sense of humor, and you got to be clever enough to turn it on its ear, to take the sting out of it, whatever. Because I think sometimes you can be overly sensitive when it comes to this stuff. Now, I could list off a whole gang of books, movies, and shows that all of y'all went to the theaters and applauded. And you would be shocked to know what the money was behind it, what the story really was, but y'all went to see it, and y'all said y'all thought it was Black Boy Joy, y'all thought it was Black Girl Magic, and you didn't even realize that it was three white women that spearheaded a movie that basically documented the homie slave trade, but y'all called it The Woman King. And y'all thought that Viola Davis did wonderful in that movie. And you don't even realize that really was a true story. But no one had a problem with it. The three white women directed it, though. But y'all didn't have a problem with it. Wasn't no black people part of the production. Nobody tapped them on the show and said, hey, I don't think we should do that. Y'all applauded. You know why? Because we have selective outrage. So
that sounds like
keep that same energy. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be outraged at just one thing, be outraged at it all. Because there's technology in every movie. It all has something. Black Panther, loved it. It was amazing. But don't act like there wasn't problems with the Black Panther movie.
There was.
Absolutely. So
it may very well be my favorite Marvel movie, but it wasn't perfect.
No, not at all. And we still haven't seen the T'Challa that's in the comic books on screen.
We still haven't seen the real T'Challa on screen.
Jamal is saying the director was a black woman, Gina Prince Blythewood.
The Woman King did have a black director.
But they had three white women producing it.
Well, the money got to come from somebody. We don't have money.
What about Steven Spielberg? Color Purple. Yeah. Can we change the subject?
just one thing before we do. There was a comment that made me change my hat. So smooth approach.
What's that?
Anime was my fandom. First was Star Blazers, Voltron, and Transwar Z. Those are my three favorites too. It made me put on my Voltron hat when I saw that comment.
That was my introduction. Those and Robotech, the greatest anime of all time.
Behind Voltron. All right.
Not behind Voltron. Boy, stop.
Oh, man, Voltron was pretty strong, Paul. Voltron was pretty strong.
Robotech. Robotech was a space opera.
You might manifesto say change the subject before Precious comes up, bruh. Listen, we all love representation. We all love seeing black films and black characters and that kind of thing. You know, but you know, we live and we learn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nobody beat down Tyler Perry's though. And Madea that said some stuff and then done some stuff on Scrape.
Yeah. I just want to say shout out to Transor Z. Shout out to the Bobo Bot. Anybody remember the Bobo Bot? Transor Z.
You know what?
Sorry.
This what happened. This what happened.
Man, yep.
This what happened when you go off the rail. All this started because somebody had a problem with Mr. Terrific. I'm the Mr. Terrific.
All right. Now we did have another question in the chat. I want to go back to this. Where was it? Jay the Blurred. How do we feel about Invisible Woman being the leader, not Reed?
Who cares?
Okay.
Like
what?
Somebody cares.
It's an alternate version. It's not 616, so who cares?
First of all, it's Fantastic Four. I don't care.
Well, the first family, yeah.
Who's first family? My first family came in Black Panther Annual #1. That's the only first family I recognize.
But to be fair, Paul, to be fair, your guy, his first appearance is Fantastic Four 52.
And he's lucky he busted
and he was the villain, and he was the villain in that one.
Ask me how many issues of Fantastic Four I own that were before 52.
I don't know.
The answer is none. Because I don't care.
You know what? Y'all gonna stop this fake outrage. Are we gonna act like Fantastic Four is not important, Paul? Come on now.
I'm not acting. I don't think it's important. Marvel doesn't think it's important.
So you're not gonna go see the movie. Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't say that. Because I expect that there'll be some type of Easter eggs regarding Wakanda in the film. That's why I'm going to go see the movie.
To make me watch it. Madea goes to the Watchtower. I just want her to.
Madea goes to the Watchtower. Okay.
I just want Madea to get into it with Batman. That's all.
Now that would be good.
I will be here for that.
There's another question. This because going back to the interview, we had a few. Was it last week or the week before last? What's up with Ianu? I think it's
Ianu. I mean, you know, Got Sims. I mean, not Got Sims. The Wood is work. He's worked on Ianu as well.
Yes,
matter of fact, Paul asked him to come back.
He's indicated he'll come back and talk to us about it. Let me put it to you this way. I'm working on an Ianu special for Black Comic Lords. That's all I'll say.
Oh, nice.
You guys will not be disappointed.
I mean, it's a hit show. You know, and I think that's the thing that people are not talking about it enough. It's a hit show. It actually has done very, very well.
I have talked to 3 or 4 of the people that are working on that show, and I'm working on getting them all on one show to talk about Iana.
That's what's up.
So just be patient. These things logistically take time, but I'm working on it.
That's an enticing concept for a show, Paul. Let's make it happen.
Who else is doing it?
Only
the Black Comic Lords. Say that part louder, Rich.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined. So, did you watch Ironheart, Angel?
I did all 6 episodes. I
So
loved
we
it.
haven't been on here since me and Paul roasted it real good. So what?
Roasted it. How? It was so good.
Well, I feel like this. We didn't roast it. We did cook it though. We didn't roast it.
What the what?
Oh God, I think I just choked on my yak. Oh damn.
So no, just give us your initial thoughts of Ironheart. I know you said it's fantastic. I mean, what did you think of it?
Okay. So really, it was well put together. It had so many positive elements in it that are often missing when you're showing interactions between women and men, especially Black women and Black men, like her bestie's brother. They have such a strong bond, and there was nothing raunchy about it. It was nothing extra about it. It was a purity friendship. And her AI being the best friend, it gave her reprieve from her grief, and then towards the end, where she finally trusted her mother with "I'm in trouble," and everybody come together to tear up that beautiful car. Oh my God. Tear up that beautiful car into making her new suit. That broke my heart because I'm a bit of a motorhead. But anyway, I heard a lot of people complain about the criminal element of what she was doing, but I understand it. Like, for those that struggle to work their craft, when you have a high intelligence and you have a high skill, you're not gifted things. Other folk are just given things. They're given scholarships, they're given this and given that, and because that's the agenda. And then when it comes to a lot of us, we're often given extra obstacles, and that's what it was showing. Yeah, she was able to go to the school and play around, but they were holding her back. Oh, you need to do your studies. What school tells a gifted kid they have to do their studies instead of just testing them to see if they know the material? Like, those are the extra obstacles. And I think that was missed on a lot of people, because I had that in school. When there was subject matter I already knew, they didn't want to just give me the test. Oh no, you need to do this and you need to do that. You need to do the regular route. There shouldn't be a regular route if I already know the material. But I absolutely love it. It exposed a lot of normal stuff we live every day, but it was on the small screen. So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you said what you said, but respectfully.
Okay, here we go.
You didn't.
You know you're about to get this when somebody says respectfully.
You didn't been to Wakanda. You didn't hung out with Shuri, the queen of Wakanda, not the prime minister of a third world country, the most high tech country in the world. You created something that identified vibranium in the ocean. You mean to tell me, and all of that, you could not create something and sell it and bankroll your suit? And I know
You
they had a
missed the
story
whole
to tell,
part
Angel.
about the extra obstacles because she's not the other folk. You missed
And
that
then,
part, right?
and then, how is it, Paul? We didn't even talk about this. How is it that the United States airspace did not see the suit flying over Chicago?
Where's Rhodey? Rhodey didn't say, yo, why is somebody flying around with my man's technology? Let me go knock that out the sky.
Speaking of War Machine's greatest underrated fan, we have the troll in the building. The one, he who trolls.
Does he still exist? Has he been cut out the Marvel universe?
What's going
You're on
on?
mute, brother. You're on mute. Take your stuff on mute.
I haven't said anything yet, man. I jumped in. I said, you know what? My girls are down. I pulled up on YouTube. The gang was out here, so I said, "All right, let me pop up." And
Herschel. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you.
You got it, man. You got it, man. Miss all y'all. Miss coming on Wednesday nights, man. Listen, then I heard Angel talking about someone that I believe might be Riri Williams, and then now we're here. And then I heard a rumor about you and Richard not really being too much of a fan of the show. So I don't know.
Listen, I did not like her portrayal. I wanted her to be a hero, Herschel. I wanted her to do something heroic. That's all. That was my biggest gripe with the show. We didn't get to see her be.
I wanted her to be someone who my 13-year-old would say, that woman inspired me, which is what the comic books did, which is why I gave my daughter the comic books years ago to read, because the comic book Riri Williams was inspirational to a young woman.
Paul, I could not with good faith. I got a 3 and a 6-year-old. Respectfully, I could not allow my daughters to watch this show. I enjoyed it as far as entertainment, but as far as a comic head, a black comic lord, I thought it was a disservice to us. But I gave it a curve because this movie, this TV show was shot years ago. That still doesn't mean that she should be. Well, it doesn't give you a pass for you making her out to be a villain, and not just a villain. Yeah. You signed your soul, baby. You signed your soul over to the system.
What do you think about that, Angel?
And I wanted to like it. That's the part that makes me mad. I want to like this show. I've been a fan of Riri Williams for years. It is well documented. I am a fan of this character. I wanted the show to be good. I wanted the show to be successful. I want the show to be so successful, Riri Williams has a future in the MCU. This show was done with the assumption that there's going to be a season 2. Y'all think there's going to be a season 2?
I don't know. No. They took too much of a hit.
Angel, what about that, Angel? What about you? Now, this is ironic. Your name is Angel.
Oh,
and your girl sold her soul to a fallen angel.
Well, he's not a fallen angel. Mephisto's is not Lucifer.
He's just a demon.
He's a demon. He ain't Satan.
And in the MCU, demons are a species. They're not. It's not in the biblical sense where, heaven and hell and all that. It's demons are a species. That's what humans attribute to those creatures.
All I know is that species.
Mama naming the devil. I'm gonna call him devil.
Hey, Richard, hand me a red pill. Hold on, thank you. Watch this.
It's the black pill. It's the black pill.
Well, I'm sorry, black pill. A black pill.
On the trademark. Thank you.
Black pill. Hand me a black pill. I'm gonna be honest with you. While they were writing this, they said, "Oh, Chicago, South Side, yeah, gang." But you know what they were probably thinking? Oh, I'm finna go. Give me 2. Give me another one. I'm finna go dark, bro.
There you go.
There is a subculture among us, and we know of them, that feels like you ain't real one if you don't go the crooked route. And I think they wanted to lean into that part of our black culture, part of our society that likes to lean into the going the dark route and being the I don't want to call it a thug, but just being a bad person, and looking at that as being cool. And I think they tried to lean into that.
The complexity of it, okay? We know that there's structures and obstacles to hinder us in success, whether it's by gender or by race. That's facts. There's the redlining, any of those things that are still very strong, very collapsing, okay? And again, when you have someone of high intelligence that's not of the other folk, there are going to be purposeful obstacles put in that person's path. So there is a undertow of those people that says, forget the system, forget whatever. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to do whatever I need to do, whatever means necessary. and I think that's the element that they brought in the show, and to pretend that those things don't exist. In the landlocked inner city areas, Chicago, New York City, Compton, any of these cities, it is hard to do anything outside of what is in your front door. And most of the crime statistics is from desperation. You're not going to sit there and just starve because you can't find food. You're going to go out and get it. You're not going to sit there and starve because they won't give you a job or a proper education. You have all those elements.
But that really leads into the victim mentality, though. And I don't know.
That's not victim. That's not even victim. But reality is you have obstacles, and you're going to do what's in front of you the best thing that you can. And
but you can't make that excuse being at MIT. You can't. You can't make that excuse being one. If they downgraded her intelligence, fine. Go that route. But you're way too smart, and you just left out of freaking Wakanda. You have too many. They developed you in a way to where you didn't need to do it. So I get where Richard and Paul is coming from, but again, I will still say, Angel, did I enjoy the show? Yeah, from a dark perspective, but I wasn't
the first
happy
3 episodes
about it.
Quite fine.
Huh?
I like the first 3 episodes quite fine. My problem with the show is the way it ended. Because in the end, I have no problems with the idea that a superhero can have criminal beginnings. Because Marvel has a lot of superheroes that start on a darker path.
Star-Lord, Tony Stark, a lot of them.
Everybody, there's a lot of them have it, right? Including Tony Stark.
Yep.
I said this in our show last week.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's supposed to be the hero's journey. There's supposed to be a redemptive arc. There's no redemptive arc here. She's a criminal that's doing everything from a self-serving reason.
Well, not yet, at least. Not after season 1.
What?
Not after season 1.
There's no redemptive arc.
We may not see.
She ends the episode by making a deal with the devil. There's no redemption there. She's still doing things from a self-serving perspective.
Watch this.
It's not even an anti-hero. She's a villain in every sense of the word.
Angel, I also want to be sensitive to the people out there who've lost loved ones. I didn't want to be like, oh, she's, man, you got to move on. I told myself by episode 4, let me be sensitive to that. I've never lost somebody like that and had an opportunity to break. None of us had an opportunity to break it back.
Well, it's not just someone. She lost 2 dads. She lost her biological father, and then she lost her stepdad.
They didn't get into the biological father because
they haven't got to the biological father
dead.
Yet.
They're both dead. They made that clear.
He's not dead. He's
with the wrong team, though.
Probably.
He's with the wrong team.
He's with the wrong team.
He's definitely with the wrong team. But I will also say this. And so for me, I said, okay, let me show a little bit more compassion. But then at the end, bro, you mean to tell me you can set those little wires up to your brain, create Natalie, but all of a sudden she vanishes and you can't bring her back? She came from your head. Just set it back up. Maybe I missed something. I'm like, Drake, what did I miss?
Well, no.
All you would have to do is set it back up.
You did miss something because magic has a price. When she accepted the use of magic, that's when Natalie disappeared. That was the price. You can't bring back magic that works different than technology, and that's what she was learning at the end.
But we didn't
I missed that. I definitely missed that.
She got her best friend back, and it just cost her soul. With that being said, let us move on to the next. I mean, I guess it's the price that she was willing to pay. It's okay. It's her soul. It ain't mine. Thank you, Lord.
And she got it. And guess what? What she got back was, here's the problem though, Angel. And no, not pushing back against you. But here's the bad, I want to call it bad writing. Because to Paul's point, if there's a season 2, we just gonna have to wait, kind of like the Priest run. Shout out to Christopher Priest. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But I don't think it's gonna be a season 2. However, she did not get another AI version. She got a construct of Natalie. She didn't get Natalie back. Natalie's gone. And I believe if they do get a season 2, because in comics historically, people want to bring people back, and they're always constructs, and they always.
Negro, did you just say if there's a season 2?
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Hold on. Paul, if Acolyte can come back with season 2, Ironheart can come back with season 2.
Well, you're right about that.
Acolyte.
That's a low blow, man. That's a low blow. That was uncalled.
Listen.
Moon Knight's coming back.
Can we go ahead? We didn't spend enough on Ironheart. Let's talk about y'all favorite character.
They chose violence.
Wow. You really want to go there, bro? I hadn't read the book. I hadn't read issue 2 yet.
Bro,
I know that's out. But look, put like this here. If you like super bad black women kicking butt, this is your comic.
Nah, bro.
No, hold on. I was just gonna say, now understand that they very toxic. Yeah, you can get past the toxicity. Enjoy.
Listen, they're getting over to Rodney Barnes territory. They getting over there. They getting really dark. And guess what? This book should have came out during the race riots and all the social unrest, because that book wouldn't have stayed on the shelves. It would have been ordered up. It's
AWA. I mean, AWA every now and then gets a home run. That's the same publishing company that's doing the Illuminati book with Charlemagne the God that Brian Edward Willis writing.
This book's pretty dark though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll check it out. We hadn't got a chance. Did y'all go to the shop today?
Nope.
Had not been to the shop myself, so what I want to talk about was did you guys read issue 2 of The World to Come?
Yes, sir.
I have not read it, but I've heard
we have to talk vaguely about it because I have not read it yet. Suffice to say that, hey, Christopher Priest is back in the news, and, a clip went around the interwebs, the interwebs, and, he was at a con, and, Christopher Priest was quoted saying, hey, give it some time. It's a story. Give it some time, Paul. Give it some time.
Well, I didn't say that from the first episode. I said, in Christopher Priest, I trust. Understand, Christopher Priest is the one who got me to love Black Panther from issue 1.
Yep.
When people were like, "Oh, there's a white Black Panther," I'm like, "Do you not know? It's the same dude who introduced White Wolf. That concept, right? This is the same dude who introduced Ever K. Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not see who Katima's real daddy is? I mean, the Christopher Priest fans did, but look, Herschel reposted a post that someone made. I forget the brother's name, who interviewed Christopher Priest at the local con. And Christopher Priest was actually genuinely surprised at the outrage people had from the first issue. And he said, look, be patient. Just watch and see what happens. In essence, let the man cook. It's Christopher Priest. When you say who's the greatest Black Panther writers of all time, name the top 3, he's going to be in that top 3, if not number 1. The man knows what he's doing. The things that you say, well, this isn't my Black Panther. My Black Panther has this. These are the things I love about Black Panther. Christopher Priest is the one who wrote those things, that created those things that you love. He's the reason why you love Black Panther. You think
I just think that based on the way fandom reacts to certain things, whatever, this might have fared better if it was just a graphic novel.
There are jarring things.
No, for real. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's like
seeing White Katima on the throne of Wakanda.
Yeah, well,
that's a disturbing visual. That's a disturbing visual.
Yeah, but we saw Deadpool do the same thing. He's a white boy.
Yeah,
Nobody said a word.
He did sit on the Wakandan throne in Deadpool versus Black Panther.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
But understand. If you're a Black Panther fan, if you have read Christopher Priest's run, you know he's not the first white boy to run Wakanda. Everett K. Ross was the first white boy to run Wakanda. Black Panther made Everett K. Ross the regent of Wakanda. Black Panther, by doing so, allowed Everett K. Ross the opportunity to declare the fight between him and Killmonger null and void, which is what led to Killmonger becoming the Black Panther. This is what we talk about with selective outrage. Read the comics first before you make these criticisms.
I mean, again, for me, it's like, okay, it's triggering. I mean,
it is triggering.
Let me ask you a question.
It is triggering.
If T'Challa was on the throne, and this story came out, do you think that the Black Panther fan base would have the same outrage, or they'll treat it like, oh, this is the alternate universe, that kind of deal? I think that there will be this much, issue with this book?
No, but the bigger question, more important question is, would the casuals who aren't necessarily Black Panther fans have picked up the book?
No.
Exactly. Now, to that point, my Black Panther fans, my fellow members of the cult of Bast, I speak to you. There is a book on the shelves for all of us to chronicle the great journeys of our Emperor and King T'Challa. It is called Imperial by my man, Jonathan Hickman.
Mm-hmm.
If you want T'Challa 616 action, if you want T'Challa swagger, talking about let's wreck these fools and tell them and put respect on Wakanda's name.
Now, see, hold on. See, now, why is it that's okay for you to say that, Paul, and Mr. Terrific can't say it? Mr. Terrific, why can't?
Because I'm Black, man. What am I supposed to say? Look, if you're looking for a very exciting story, there's a really neat needle story with this colored color by the name of T'Challa.
Let me ask Herschel, did you have a problem with Mr. Terrific's voice?
Herschel's the wrong dude to ask that question. This is the man who's the biggest James Brown fan of all time.
That's actually a fair point. But I'll say this: I haven't had an opportunity to actually go and see the movie.
You haven't seen the movie?
No, and I want to, but I just ain't got a chance to get out.
I need you to reach into your wallet right now, pull out your Black Comic Lords card, and throw it in the garbage.
And throw it in the garbage.
Listen, if you are missing out on real Black Panther T'Challa action, check out my man Jonathan Hickman, one of the top Black Panther writers of all time.
Whoa!
And I will
time.
Go ahead. Pause.
Pause.
Rewind.
That. So let's
and
run back.
One of the top. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. One of the top. Let me talk into the mic. One of the top Black Panther writers of all time.
So who's the head of him? I know you ain't trying to rank
Jonathan Hickman.
Well, then who is he? So then rank him, Paul. Let's do it. Rank him. 1, 2, 5. Rank him.
What?
And reverse order. I want you to go backwards. 5 to 1. Let's go.
To my writers?
Yes, sir. Black
top
Panther
writers of all time
for Black Panther.
For Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Backwards order. 5 to 1.
I might run out of space.
I got it, Herschel. Jonathan Ridley.
Hickman's number 5. Damn, that 4 spot is tough, actually. 4.
That's gotta be Coates.
I'm gonna have to say Coates.
So you're gonna put Hickman behind Coates. That's what you're doing right now.
I have to put Hickman behind Coates because he did more. Just on sheer volume alone.
In terms of the Avengers books. Are we talking about Black
Panther books? I have to do it just in terms of sheer volume.
Are we talking
Number three is the most difficult spot. Number 3 is the most difficult spot, and there's no way you can answer number 3 without pissing somebody off. But I will go with Don McGregor.
Jungle Action. Okay.
Then Reginald Hudlin.
Then Christopher number 1.
Those are your top 5 Black Panther writers of all time. Now, of those writers, all those writers did Black Panther actual runs, except for Jonathan Hickman, officially. But if you have read the new Avengers run by Jonathan Hickman, that leads to Secret Wars, you know that Avengers run is really a Black Panther run. Jonathan Hickman put mad respect on T'Challa's name in that run.
Where do we put
Jack Kirby?
What?
Jack Kirby.
No, not Jack Kirby.
I'm not putting Jack Kirby up there. I love Jack Kirby for creating the character, but he's not a great writer. I'm sorry.
Wow.
What about John Ridley? Where we put John Ridley? Is he really at the bottom?
Don't make me hop in a plane and go to Texas just so I can slap you just for making that statement.
Oh wow, that's funny.
Don't be disrespectful.
Look, listen. No writer has more people talking about Black Panther.
That's
than John Ridley.
Now look, I got my man Jeffrey Thorne in the building, and the only reason, Mr. Thorne, Jeff, you my man's in them. You know this, Jeff. You know this. The only reason you're not on this list is because Marvel has not blessed you
really can't see the list
with an actual run on the Black Panther comic. They gave you the one shot. They gave you the cartoon series. They have not given you a series. I'm still pissed off. You need to be an official Black Panther writer. You need to have a run. I've been saying that. You know this. But that's the only reason you're not on this list. Because we all know that you still have the best one shot of Black Panther that's ever been written. Fight me on that.
What about the Black Panther?
What?
How many one shots they got out there?
The Black Panther annual.
No.
Black to the Future.
Look, as much as I love Hudlin's Black to the Future, no, I'm not putting that over what Jeffrey Thorne did in that one shot. King in Black. That was
definitely love King in Black. That was dope.
King in Black had everything. It had action, it had romance, it had world building on Wakanda, had roles for Okoye, for Shuri. It had everything in a one shot.
Mm-hmm. Funny
when I wrote half of Eyes of Wakanda. My producer's messing up again. That should be.
And he wrote half the Eyes of Wakanda.
That should be a Black Comic Lords exclusive drop right there.
This is a Black Comic Lords exclusive.
Jeffrey Thorne wrote Eyes of Wakanda. We actually already knew kind of some of that, but we weren't going to tell y'all if we weren't allowed to tell. Jeffrey just put it out himself.
Yeah, stories.
Yes, Jeffrey Thorne helped write Eyes of Wakanda. So all of y'all saying, I'm not going to watch Eyes of Wakanda because it's not T'Challa. It takes place in the past. I don't care about that. Understand, one of the best writers who's ever written about T'Challa is one of the co-writers of Eyes of Wakanda.
Does that put him in the top 5 now?
No, because it's not the comic book. We're Black comic books, not Black cartoon.
Black cartoon. Keep on working at it, Jeffrey. They got it.
Well, he says Marvel will never give him the series, which is a fucking excuse my language. I apologize.
Wow.
I apologize.
Are we letting him loose?
No. I got emotional. I let it slip. I know I offend you guys. I know you guys don't like curse words. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm sorry. That isn't a travesty to Mr. Thorne.
You know what?
That is a travesty to Mr. Thorne.
I wanted more F-bombs. We can't let loose.
No.
Richard gets upset and Herschel starts.
We are a family show, Angel.
When? Since when?
We are a family show.
Yeah.
Rich wrote that
Amir says
card.
Black Cartoon Lord spinoff show. We might that might actually be a good. You know what? You know what? You know what I thought about doing. You know what I thought about doing on all seriousness. I thought about doing Rich a Saturday morning cartoon show.
Hey.
It would be called Saturday morning cartoons in a big bowl of cereal.
Oh, I like
If
cereal.
you understand the sheer nostalgia of having Saturday morning cartoons with a big bowl of cereal, this is the show for you.
Captain Crunch.
There's nothing like getting up early morning. Your parents are still sleeping in the bed. You go into the living room. You turn on the TV manually because you didn't have remote control because you had to turn on the TV manually to either ABC, CBS, or NBC. And you get your big bowl of cereal, not a regular bowl, like the bowl your mama would make
The
the
salad
cake in,
bowl.
the salad bowl, and you pour half the box of cereal into the bowl. You pour half the bottle of milk into the bowl, and you don't use a regular tablespoon. You use a big spoon,
the stir spoon. Yes,
the stir spoon, and you sit down on the couch in front of your possibly black and white if you're poor like me television, and you watch your Saturday morning cartoons with the big bowl of cereal, and you spend the next 4 hours until noon when your mom gets up and makes you lunch so you can spend the rest of the afternoon watching Kung Fu Theater. If that was your experience, you know what the hell I'm talking about. You had a good childhood. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was outside cutting grass with my dad at like 8. Some Saturday. So X-Men 97, I was outside cutting grass.
That's funny.
And my dad told me some half on, half off, son. Half on.
So yeah. And to recap, Imperial, number 2.
I gotta go read that.
Black Panther story. If you're a Black Panther fan, go read that. Jonathan Hickman put spec on my man's name again. He is the Black Panther.
Why Derek laughed like that?
You know what your parents are doing while you were sneaking? Cereal. Look. As Rich said, this is a family channel. Stop.
That was out of line.
That was out of line. Don't destroy my childhood memories.
Channel? Like, man, I feel restricted.
Why? Why you feel restricted? Come on now.
I can't.
Oh, I forgot you the one that's you okay with Riri selling her soul to the devil? Okay.
I ain't saying nothing to Angel. She got the Black Panther t-shirt on. That makes her protected.
Wow, I'm protected. Yes.
I didn't say now. They brought in Mephisto, which is
one of my favorite villains. I love Mephisto.
Which is a villain actually in the Priest run.
All that's irrelevant. The only thing from the Ironheart series that's worth a damn is Strange Academy. The introduction of Thelma Stanton.
First appearance, Thelma Stanton.
Doctor Strange 2015, issue number 1. First appearance of Thelma Stanton.
Right there.
Look. Strange Academy is an incredibly dope series. And Marvel demonstrated that they're ready to do that series well. Because every scene that Stanton was in made me think about Strange Academy and made me excited of the possibility of them doing that series. Please, Marvel, if you ever watch this, which I know you're not, because you don't watch our channel because we criticize you too much. Please. Dr. Voodoo needs to be in a series. I beg you.
He probably will. Chances are he's actually in that book, that Doctor Strange Volume 1.
I know.
But Zelma was just in Doom Academy. Doom Academy just wrapped up too, in terms of its 5 issues. So that was pretty.
We don't say poor anymore. We say under-resourced person, blue hole. Nah, man, I was broke as a child.
Jeffrey Thorne just wanted to. I was looking you up on IMDb, and I see you on one episode, so I don't know when the time comes, but make sure that gets fixed.
Red Jack.
So you get
Wait,
all your
Magnum.
credit.
Wait, pause.
You know what?
Jeffrey Thorne wrote Magnum PI.
2021 version.
He wrote Power Book Ghost. What?
Which one?
He wrote
Marvel
Power Book
Black
Ghost.
Panther, Sins of the King.
He wrote an episode of Ghost. Oh, so you big time. Why does he even hang out with us?
Paul been drinking tonight, man. Paul been drinking tonight for real.
What do you
Shit all
mean?
over
Why
ourselves.
does he hang out with us? What kind of question is that?
Why does Jeffrey Thorne hang out with us? This dude's big time.
Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal.
He's kind of a big deal. And he's one of us.
I don't ask those kind of questions. That's a
he's one of us.
Yes.
Speaking of big deal, you know what I'm saying? I copped something recently in a dollar bin.
The Blue Mamba #1?
Return of the Super
We love
Pimps.
you too, brother. We love you too.
Return of the Pimps?
Bro, please tell me you don't have a book called Super Pimps.
Return of the Super Pimps.
Wait,
that
Justice,
should be literally
Justice with a strut. Go back.
Bro,
The whole thing, the bottom.
That's right.
Colors, man.
All these stereotypes tonight.
Bro, how is that not burning in your pastor hands right now? Super Pimps.
This is a rare comic book. It's rare. It's not.
Look the rationalizations. Look, bro, you should not have that comic book, man.
I shouldn't have it. Why not?
It says Super Pimps on it, brother. Come on, man.
Okay. I'm not a pimp. I mean, you make it sound like I'm a pimp or something. It's a comic book. I shouldn't probably have 90% of the comics that I own.
I'm not touching that. Herschel, you can chime in on that. I'm not touching that.
Richard, do you have any Ghost Rider?
Do I have any Ghost Runs?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Ghost Riders.
No,
Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
I got a few.
He got Spawn. I mean, you don't need to go beyond that.
Ghost Rider.
By logical, I probably shouldn't have no Doctor Strange. Probably shouldn't have no Blade. Probably shouldn't have no vampires. No
Johnny Gatlin.
No
Johnny Gatlin.
Pimp seen the Lord too.
No Philadelphia. No, I just the only thing I'm supposed to have in my collection. The only thing I'm supposed to have in my collection is probably Superman, and that's probably like the oldest. Superman, not even the
Superman just as bad as all the other comic books. What are we talking about?
It's just a comic book. It's just a
comic book. It's just stories.
It's promoting fornication.
I'm the big bad Mr.
Oh shoot! Look at it.
Uh-oh. Jeffrey Thorne answers the question as to why he hangs out with us lowly black comic lords.
You kill me and you're real.
Hey, these degrading comments apply to yourself, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what? Y'all gonna stop.
Well,
there's no person I criticize more than myself.
We might have technical problems every once in a while. A super chat so big comes in, it causes problems with our the chat.
It disrupts the universe.
Okay, all right, I got it back. I was able to repair
it. Disrupted the comic book universe.
Let me show you something, Paul, that you probably be a little bit more comfortable with me having.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
You know, Black 2018 Black Panther.
What is that, a magazine?
What is that?
Go behind the scenes Black Panther.
Oh, nice.
This is like the first, when the movie first came out, you know, the movie guide, basically the complimentary movie guide. That's what this is.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. Still one of my favorite Marvel movies, even though it wasn't completely comic book accurate.
Yeah, the official movie special. That's what it's called. Official.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. Rest in peace to the great Chadwick Boseman.
But just finalize this. We really appreciate you, Jeffrey Thorne. Thank you very much.
He's a black comic lord, man. He's one of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
I picked this up the other week.
What you got?
Divinity. You got
What's
Divinity.
that?
Is that a trade?
Let's go.
It's a trade. Yeah.
Yes,
I haven't had a chance to
actually
read it yet.
Pretty
But
good. Pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty good.
I would say you're flexing on me, but it's only a trade, so we don't
No,
care.
it's a trade. It's not a flex. It's just saying found it.
That's what I just said. It's not a flex. It's clearly not a flex. It's a trade.
Why do you have to say it's not a flex? He's just sharing.
Because it's freaking Derek, and that's what he. Why do you think Derek has those books behind him that he has?
Hey,
Okay, that's part of his office. You got stuff behind you.
Look,
Those
I'm
are
gonna tell a
posters.
story.
Not a
When
flex.
I started getting on screen with you and Rich, you're like, Derek, those wood panels behind you are so bare. You gotta do something about that.
We did.
So I did something. I did something about it.
You flexed on us. You flexed on us. You could have done posters.
There you go.
You could have done posters. Now, mind you, now that's a post, but that's signed by Dennis Cowan.
Poster flex now.
It's a poster flex.
Yeah.
But you decided to put your 9.9s behind you and whatever.
I don't have any 9.9s behind me right now. I do have my 9.8 Meteor Man.
See, I set myself up for that.
See,
newsstand.
Look at Herschel. Look at Herschel literally drooling right now.
Listen, let me ask you a question. Since we're talking about 9.8s, what is your biggest? This is a big question. Nobody. This is like asking you how much money you have in your bank account. This is how personal this is. But
$57.16 as of 3:00 this afternoon.
And that ain't, $56 ain't much these days. I mean, these groceries is crazy. But listen, what is the biggest book? It has to be graded. What is the biggest book you own? Like, this is the first book. If a fire break out, you grabbing this one first.
I'll show you. I'll show you that right now. Hold on a second.
Here's my biggest book right here. Hip hop.
Okay, well,
hip hop.
Here's my biggest one is this this
hip hop family tree.
This is the Treasury edition or the Treasury edition
that's
of it.
nice.
Gotta be the Treasury edition.
Yeah.
You ready?
Now,
are you ready?
I know you're.
Shout out to Herschel. Shout out to Herschel because Herschel he actually posted in our space about this book here. This is Infinite Crisis number 6. And this is the first meeting between Mr. Terrific and Black Lightning, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
You know what's funny?
$3.
I can see you going into the comic book shop like crazy.
Hold up.
Let
Pause.
me see.
I gotta put on my list. I don't have that.
I thought it was the JSA run because I have that whole run.
No, JSA is the first thing. There's another thing. The equity and inclusion with these Black comic book keys and noteworthy issues, it don't always run on our side. But the JSA issue is the 2 issues there that's important. It's the first time that he joined the JSA, becomes the lead, and then in another issue, you see him in his iconic uniform because we all know when he first appeared, just had on some baseball shades, Fair Play jacket that only had the Fair Play logo on the back, and that was
shout out to you, Herschel, because I actually didn't know that was his first time, so I actually went out and ordered that issue as soon as I saw that you posted that. So
you should. I hope you paid like $2, $3 for that.
It was like $2. It was like $2.65.
Yeah, and it's just it's not a. We ain't gonna run into it's key. No, it's a no. If something happens with this character, somebody with some juice is gonna eventually point.
I'm mad that I don't own a Spectre 54 and a 9.8. I have a raw one, but I don't have one in a 9.8.
54 has.
It just went up to like 300 some
but I only have 2 9.8.
Yeah. Shut up, Derek.
now this one here, just beside JSA. I love this picture of Mr. Terrific right here in the middle.
Oh yeah,
ooh, that's cool. What issue is that? I don't have that one.
Yeah, Justice Society 26.
Shit, I gotta add that to my list too.
Yeah,
hold on.
He's got the fair play. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this stuff.
Where's my?
But this here, I think. Well, let's see. I don't have it. I don't have it in front of me. I got the one with
Justice Society. What number is it? What number?
26.
26. And what was that other issue?
What?
Infinite Crisis.
Infinite Crisis
number 6. Number 6.
Look, if y'all not writing these down. When these brothers start dropping issues like that, you need to write them down and go ahead and cop that.
Or go to our freaking website, blackcomiclords.net. I've already uploaded them. Y'all gotta
Herschel, you asked me what's the book I have to pull out in the fire?
Yep.
Fantastic 452.
And that's signed
by who? Who's it signed by?
Stanley.
Hey.
That's the first one you got, or is that something you bought that like that?
I bought it like this.
Oh, okay.
The first Fantastic 452 I bought was at a bookstore that Mark took me to in Atlanta like 20 years ago, and I got it for $20.
Yeah. What grade was it? Was it a pretty nice, decent grade on it?
It was a trash issue, but I got it for $20.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's probably like a 3.0, and I got it for $20.
So if you are a Dwayne McDuffie fan like I am, I try to find every Dwayne McDuffie story that there is.
Yeah.
And so Avengers Classic issues 1 through 4, that's these, have a Dwayne McDuffie story in each of these books.
Really?
Oh.
I love, man, let me tell you something.
Classic stories. So they got Stan Lee, Jack Kirby stories in here, but they also have another story. It's like 3-4 stories each issue. But Dwayne McDuffie wrote Avengers. A lot of people don't know that he wrote
Avengers Classics.
Yes.
Avengers Classics 1 through 4. Let me write that.
So you know that he's got them stuff with black characters actually doing stuff too.
He's got some black characters. He's got one story particularly that doesn't have any black characters in it. But most of the stories, you're right. He will put black characters in his stories. That he was just amazing.
I even found recently. I thought, everybody always talks about Green. Well, when they do talk about Green Lantern, and when they do talk about love interest, sometimes Vixen comes up, but Hawkeye started into grade subtraction. And I did post the first time him and Vixen were actually in a relationship, but that was in the Ultimate Universe. But they actually did have their first interaction when they actually and I always talk about first interactions because we give a lot of cadence to Superman meets Batman, and it's the key. And granted, those are A-list characters. But when black heroes meet black heroes, it should be a thing. But in DC universe, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of black characters did not even come in contact with black characters until the 2000s. And so Vixen actually meets John Stewart, and I got to post that. Like I think it's Justice League of America, but it was Dwayne McDuffie's run. He put like the Infinite. I don't know about Infinite Crisis, but Dwayne McDuffie did a lot with Vixen, and they
look. Justice League run by Dwayne McDuffie needs to be on everybody's list. It is completely affordable to get. You're getting top tier writing. You're getting the best writing on Vixen as a character ever done. Understand, he had Vixen as like the leader of the Justice League, practically, in that run.
If you can't get the floppies, you can get the Dwayne McDuffie DC Universe by Dwayne McDuffie. It's got all of that in there.
Yeah,
it's a hard cover.
I really need to add that trade paperback to my collection. But yeah, that Justice League run by Dwayne McDuffie, that's, in my opinion, because I'm a big Vixen fan, as you can see from my Karan Grant picture of Vixen right here.
Shout out to Herschel for putting us up on this book here. Adventures of Superman 572.
Oh my God. That's one of my favorite books.
It took a minute for me to find this book, but I finally found one.
It's not as easy to find in the wild.
No.
Adventures of Superman number, what is that?
572.
What is the significance of that book? I'm gonna add that to the list.
This is actually it's the guy. The villain here is called War. He's
his first. He's not a bang baby, but he's basically. Listen, Superman. Now, granted, this is the time where Superman was going through the blue and the red thing, different, and he wasn't full like Silver Age, modern age Superman, but he damn near like he knocked Superman, like he literally
put hands on Superman.
He put him in paws on Superman, and Superman couldn't do nothing with him. Like
Jeffrey Thorne said, they straight up ripped off Holocaust from Milestone with that character. Is that accurate?
It's probably he looks just like him, bro.
He does look like him.
Oh, that wasn't Holocaust. That wasn't
Exactly.
Holocaust.
No,
Bring
sir.
that cover up. Oh, where's Rich? Rich, turn your camera back on. He got that.
What?
He got that ghetto.
What you
Texas
want? What you
internet.
want?
Bring that issue back up. That Adventures of Superman 472.
572.
Is it 572?
572.
Let me write that down properly. That does look like a green Holocaust.
Bro.
That's Holocaust in a green outfit.
And I think he might even be Caribbean, something like that. Maybe.
What? Nah, I
He
got it.
might. But Paul, go.
Paul, we need to pause the show so Paul can sharpen his pencil. He's been writing so much.
No, I got a list. Look, I got my list. I'm writing down everything y'all say, man. As y'all should be doing as well. When these brothers start dropping down these things out. Look, when you see Rich turn his back to the camera, whatever he brings out, you need to go cop.
Just he turned his back.
I found somebody. I found a comic book that looks like Kevin Greavy. Have y'all ever read Godstorm Hercules Pain?
I've never seen that before. It's been on my list so long, bro. I gotta get that book. Bring the Thunder 2 by Alex Ross. I gotta get that too.
So
wait, who does that series? That Godstorm Hercules.
This is Xenoscope.
What is the creative team? Who's the creative team?
Shan Osorio and Sawyer. I think these are all white dudes. I want to say.
They white
but
boys.
basically, Zeus has a black son named Hercules. Okay. Hercules Pain.
Never heard of that. Oh, thanks.
Never heard that one.
It's been kind of sort of posted in the space years ago. I'm gonna say something, man. We used to back in the day. People used to, Rico Jones, Otis's of the world. Every now and then, Willie would come out. He'll just show you something, and we would write it down and go get them. We don't have a lot of that anymore. I can't. If you're not in the Black Comic Lords group, it's gonna be hit or miss. If you're trying to find, if you got a nice little collection, you're trying to find more, or maybe things that are hidden. You got to come to the space, man, because it's a really good place to find stuff. The little cute little things that you just want to actually collect that ain't gonna cost you that much. But
we heard of Bug Wars.
What's Bug Wars?
Yeah.
I'm not
have you ever heard of Bug Wars? I have. Now I want to show y'all a book. Now a lot of people don't like the creator, and so the creator or the dude. I don't care, but he's just a black man that's putting black characters in comic books, and I'm talking about no other than Young Ripper. And this is Blood Ruth. This is a whole black family on the cover of a horror comic.
Have you read it? Is it good?
That before Blood
Ruth. It is. It's very good. A lot of people slept on this when it first came out.
I'm gonna go ahead and get that just because you said that. But honestly, I agree with you. Seeing a black family on the cover of a comic, that's huge.
You don't see that much.
You don't see that. You do not see that. I'll buy it just for that.
Marwan says, I have a series called Ascension. Do you have that?
Uh-oh.
I don't have Ascension. I'm not familiar with that.
Who's the publisher or who's that by? Ascension.
Has anyone checked out Blood Letter by Image? Of course.
Oh.
Check out our interview with Jeffrey Thorne with Joe Illidge.
Joe Illidge. That's Joe's book.
Hey, speaking of Joe Illidge and
wait, hold on. No one answered the question. What's your house is burning down? What's your image?
Oh yeah. Angel, Derek.
Oh, okay. This is my prize comic book.
What the devil?
That's the reprint, right? From 78?
Yeah. 76.
My heart literally just skipped a beat.
I was gonna say that's $1 million. If that's the original, that's $1 million book.
My heart literally just skipped a beat. I'm like, Angel, what the?
No, but it's made on the original paper and ink, though. This is a true reprint.
I appreciate that, Angel, but you gotta lead with this is a reprint.
we kind of planned that. We planned that before the show.
Oh my god! Trying to get his brother to have a heart attack and everything.
I know they had some
Angel, you should have just dropped it by accident and see him really have a heart attack.
I know they made some reprints, and I think they started to pick up in the 70s, but they shouldn't be that many before that. Maybe two, maybe they might have made one in the 50s. I'm pretty sure.
No, there's only one more before that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty
and
good.
You can't even find it. Like most of them got destroyed.
Here's my books that I would have to grab. Adam, Legend of Blue Marvel.
Oh man, you put that in the water like
that's the trade. Is that the trade?
This is the trade.
You got that for $10. I remember that day.
No, I got it for $2.
And you can't even find it.
And here's issue 1. And issue number 2. Oops, another number 2. Twins. Issue 3. Another twin. Issue 4.
I'm gonna tell you something. We haven't asked, but just like we thought that Ebon was only one issue, and it technically is, but there was a 2 that was being formed. I wonder if there's some freaking original art of Blue Marvel issue 6. And I'm gonna go ahead and post.
Can I point out something to everybody?
I'm sure that there is.
Herschel Lewis is responsible for bringing the Larry Fuller classic Eben to everyone's attention.
No. I don't want to take that now. I didn't bring it back to everyone's attention. I just brought it to the Black Comic Lord space.
Same difference. Because even white folk weren't really talking about that book before
Rico, Flood, a lot of those guys are been had it.
Here's the thing. Herschel's also responsible for the large swath of people that refer to the book as Ebon. Because the brother refuses to call it Eben. He calls it Ebon. And so as a result, there's a huge group of people that refer to this book as Ebon. Larry Fuller says, I called it Eben, but if you guys want to call it Ebon, that's fine with me.
Ebon.
It's Eben, but he calls it Ebon.
We need to get Ebon Evan.
He's still calling it Eben.
See what I'm saying? We need to get Evan number 2, man. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but it'd be nice.
What's amazing is that the plates are done. They just got to print it.
No, I think it's that one plate.
Yeah, the one plate.
He could.
That is a book that Ben should have been reprinted by now. Right? It should have been reprinted by now.
Now,
people need to go ahead and continue the series and give Larry Fuller his due, his credit, his money for that series. The concept is so dope. It should have been continued. I would pray that in the future it will be continued and Larry Fuller will get his credit.
He
and
got
his
his
bread from that.
He got his credit. He just gotta wanna do it and deal with the business and all the other stuff that comes with that.
Don't put that. Yep. Somebody a few weeks ago asked me about the Black Dynamite books. They're right here.
Yeah, I got those.
Black
Dynamite.
Yep. All of the Black Dynamites.
Shout out to Michael Jai White.
Yep.
Everyone's favorite black superhero.
I'm pretty sure we can get Michael Jai White on our show. If we want. He's on everybody podcast. I'm pretty sure he'll.
Shout out to everybody in Mama who loves Storm. In my opinion, I shout out to Morella. He's doing a bang-up job. But this is my favorite Storm run. Eric Jerome Dickey's limited series.
So speaking of Storm, producer, are you there? What are you doing?
Yes, I am. Oh, I'm just kind of looking through some books.
Dude, what are you doing? You don't have any books to show. Stop.
He's got
I have no books to show. You're right.
I know you don't. except the ones that you're flexing.
Yo, that's crazy.
Why don't you pull up any things from the chat that I told you about regarding Storm? Is there any pictures? Look at the chat, dude. While he's doing that, Herschel, stop drooling.
Mm-hmm.
What is the book that you would take if your house is burning down? And is it Meteor Man?
No. Meteor Man is it's a novelty, but it's not nothing that nobody takes it that serious.
Herschel,
I
there's
like
smoke behind you right now. What are you grabbing?
He's grabbing action figures. That's what he's grabbing.
No. I mean, I would hate. They would be
assuming your children are safe. They're outside the house. Nothing to worry about.
I'm not going
What's
to
the book
lie, bro. You're gonna think I'm trolling, but it'll probably be my copy of FF52.
Stop. You're a liar. Stop.
Okay, so I'll continue. It would probably have to be my copy of FF52 because I can't take Mal Duncan, his first appearance in the room, and sit it on the table and people recognize it. I can't even. Luke Cage will be like, but if I said, and you know what? Let me shut up because you're going to use this against me. You're going to definitely say,
no, because I don't believe a word you say.
Okay. If you said FF52, there's some kids that know what that is. You set Luke Cage on the table, they're like, oh, that's the old comic book. So where he is today matters, I think, matters a lot to society. And
you care what other people think is according to the value of the comic book that you would save?
Angel, say that, man.
Wait.
Angel, speaking truth. This is why I don't believe you for what Angel just said.
Listen.
That's exactly why I said I don't believe you.
The Black Panther has a lot. That is one of the only characters.
Don't blaspheme Black Panther. You know how I feel about man. Don't talk about Black Panther.
Black Panther is one of the only characters. Listen, Black Panther. I gotta get out of here too. Black Panther is one of the only characters.
First kid in play.
Black Panther is one of the only. Like my sixth time trying to say this. Black Panther is one of the only Black characters that people act like they want to sacrifice themselves for. That book is always
Herschel. The question is not what do people say is valuable in your collection. The question is what is valuable to you personally that you would make sure that you would take it. When I make my choice and say it's Fantastic 52, Fantastic 452, it's because this is my dude. This is my dude. Beyond the fact that this is literally the most expensive book in my collection. This is my dude. It's signed by Stan Lee, who has larger ramifications to the comic book community in general. So this is a natural choice for me. It's my favorite character.
That would definitely
be signed by Stan Lee.
I got something, and I'll go as far as saying this.
Don't worry about what other people think. It's about what's important to you personally.
Listen, it would be FF52, or I got some original art from somebody, but I can't drop his name because I was told by this person that I cannot tell anybody that he gave this to me. But he gave it to this original artist, probably worth more than FF52. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, now you have my attention.
Yeah, you guys don't even know about it.
Angel don't believe you.
So
I'm not listening.
Right.
Angel, let's go to you. If your house is burning down, what's the one issue? And then, I know this is a sore subject for you because you literally had some tragedy in your homestead recently.
Yeah, last year I lost like 6 boxes.
You lost. I don't even know what that feels like, man. I don't want to know what that feels like.
No,
that was that had my Venom and some signed comics that the people are dead, so it's not like I can get them back. So, yeah. No, well, that's why I showed this one. I'm very proud. I mean, it's not worth a lot, but Superman is my DC comic side favorite character. So Marvel is Spider-Man, and then on the DC side is Superman. And even though this is a replica, this is the closest I can get to Action Comics #1 of the real thing. The fact that it was printed on the original newspaper, that's why it looks old like that.
Yeah.
Is this? They decided on this one. Now, on the others, they use updated paper and ink, but on this one, in the 1976 version, they actually used the original paper from 1938 and the ink. And that's why they had to put this label on it that it's a reprint, because people would try to sell it. It's exactly the same except for that label on the front. And it's old too.
Yo.
Let's see. Derek, do you have any issues out of your 9.9s and 10.0s that you would say that I need to take that with me?
I can't think of one thing that stands out.
No, I don't have rats. It was a hurricane and I lost all my stuff.
So disrespectful.
What the hell?
So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
I don't think he meant nothing by it. He didn't mean nothing by it. Check out this book. This is Lav 395. Lab 395.
Now is that? Oh, that's done by Archie. I was about to say, is that done by the same people who did Fast Willie Jackson? That's the people who did Archie.
Yeah, this is actually, it has a Chuck Clayton story in the back of it.
Okay.
Well, Chuck Clayton is playing. He's actually wrote. What I love about this is that this actually he writes a comic book in this story. He wants to be a cartoonist, and so he writes a comic book. And so this is basically his experience as a cartoonist.
That's what's up.
Did Herschel leave? Is he gone for good?
No, he's still in there. Look like he just.
Maybe he's deciding on his comic book he's gonna see.
He's putting his kids back to bed. Derek, you have anything else from that chat? I thought I sent a number of things.
I don't see anything. I don't
scroll
know.
back. There's nothing else I had
in staff or what?
In the staff one.
No, I don't see anything.
There's nothing else I said we need to talk about. No pictures I posted or anything like that. What about the global comics thing? Let's talk about that.
I see that.
Bring that up. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Here's one. What is it? Pep 334. You always talking about Black Super Love, Paul. Chuck Clayton and Nancy get together.
All right. Global Comics is an app I've talked about on this channel a few times. If you want to read indie books, it's a great app to have. If you had a Comixology account from back in the day, I loved my Comixology account. That's where I got a lot of my indie stuff was from the Comixology. I was really saddened when Comixology went away. Global Comics fills that need that Comixology used to have back in the day. It's a great way. I personally have the unlimited subscription where you pay the price for the year to have unlimited access to all the comics that's on the app, because they have mad indie comics on there. Great way to explore those indie comics and support the creators. And if you like it, you can go on their pages and go ahead and buy the books. So what Global Comics has done now is they partnered with Comics Wellspring so that they can now, the books that you read on the app, you can now say, hey, I like that book. Let me go ahead and order that book and have it printed on demand and mailed to your house. So you can have a physical copy of the books that are on the digital channel. That's cool. That's cool. Because if you are an independent creator, there's no reason you should not have your stuff on Global Comics app. It's a great way to get the word out about your book. But on top of all that, you're now allowing, there's no excuses for us as collectors to not have a physical copy of the book. Now, I mean, you can make debates all the time about, well, is it less valuable because it's print on demand? I personally don't see the print on demand as a bad thing. I can understand the arguments that it's not the same as if you got it on a Kickstarter and you had a first print run that was never been printed before and there's limited editions. I get all that. But if you're someone who just likes having a physical copy, and that's why you read comics, you want to read comics physically, I think it's a good thing. And it gives an opportunity for people to share those comics. So I'm looking forward to this. I think in light of Diamond Comics' demise, for a lot of people that have problems, that don't have the budget to print their comics and go to cons and send them out, this is an opportunity for you to advertise your book through Global Comics and then all over the world, and then have those physical copies go to your fans' hands. So I'm a proponent of this. What do y'all think?
All around the world, same song.
Angel, I'm curious about your perspective on this, because you're an industry insider.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. I wanted to dig a little deeper, but I didn't get a chance to do that. In the industry, I think this levels the playing field quite dramatically, because a lot of times, individual indie comics, their biggest struggle is distribution. Some publishers, they want a big investment. You gotta have a certain dollar amount. No, my battery went dead on my mic. A lot of times, they want you to have, when you have a distribution account with a publisher, they want you to have a certain dollar amount, and it's not always feasible. A lot of indie comic owners, they have regular jobs because they're just not making enough money yet. And to have, you got to have a $2,000 account or $3,000 account, or whatever the number is, it puts an additional obstacle. They already invested in themselves. They're already putting money into going to cons and trying to get exposure. They're building relationships with LCS hubs, and this makes things better because people that they aren't directly connected with will see your stuff. That's huge.
Cool. I'm tremendously looking forward to it. I'm a big. Someone asked, is Comixology as good or better than? Is Global Comics as good as Comics? I would say it's comparable. It's comparable. I wouldn't say it's better than Comixology, but it's at least as good as Comixology in many respects. Comixology was a very unique interface. I don't think you can beat Comixology's interface, but Global Comics is almost as good as Comixology was back in the day. So many people have said, print distribution is challenging. How much would the cost difference between the digital comic and the physical copy? I don't think, when it's print on demand, I don't think there's a tremendous difference between the buying it digitally and buying it print on demand. If you go to Indie Planet, most of the comics you can get for about $5. It's really affordable for the most part. So that's my spiel on that.
Yes.
Producer, what other topics do we have? You're muted, my friend.
Time to go, man.
I'm still trying to figure out what my fire.
Like,
what's my fire comic? I don't know. I don't have one.
Oh, you're still looking.
That's Derek. That's Derek flexing again. That's Derek saying, "Look, I've got so much.
I can't.
I have so much fire stuff. I can't select one of them.
I have to bring a wagon up. Load everything in a wagon.
What'd I say?
No, I honestly can't. I can't think of anything where it's like
Weird Fantasy.
I can't afford to. I have like 4 copies of that.
Look at this dude. Why are you encouraging him to flex? You literally sent him a softball. Weird Fantasy. Oh, I've got 4 copies of Weird Fantasy 18. The brother has so many 9.9s, he can't choose between them.
I only have 2 9.9s.
I hate this man. I truly hate this man.
But
Why do I even?
If Kilduff ever hits, and then he does Nita Hall's next, then this will be a good one.
Well, you know what's funny?
Oh yeah, the
It's
Nita
the one per store variant in 9.9. So
this guy.
Well, in one of our
I don't know if this could be a show.
In one of our Facebook chats, they guys were talking about Ultimate Fallout issue number 4. They found one in the 9.9.
Oh well, yeah.
It's like
iManifesto says Derek needs to have some in a safe deposit box because if he doesn't put it, I'm going to go to his house in North Carolina and rob him.
Oh.
You know what? The last
good luck finding where Derek lives. He's in a mountain.
Right.
It's a compound. There's dogs, lasers. I think there's a moat that's mined. And he's got numerous automatic guns that the government has provided him for security and other things that he does that he's not allowed to talk about. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Derek got a thing in him from his other profession.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Don't mess with Derek.
The Hungarian mafia is coming to get you if you mess with him.
I would never try to go to Derek's house.
Hungarian
it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, I'm not aware of any other topics, so. You see what I put up here? This is put that one up.
Derek is John Wick on the law. Look, let me explain.
He said John Wick.
Derek would be that impossible mission that they would give to John Wick. That's who Derek is. I won't say anything further about that. But the man travels around the world at various international hotspots solving problems. I don't even know what the hell it means. But, I would never want to go to half the places he goes to.
I do have a lot of comic books I wouldn't want to burn.
I'll tell you something funny.
Is it classified?
No, it's not. It's halfway classified.
I don't want halfway classified. I don't want them people on me. No, thank you.
Well, I had to go to Bangalore for a trip, last year.
Said halfway classified.
And my wife was telling her boss, and instead of telling him I was going to Bangalore, she told him I was going to Bangladesh. He was really worried at that point. Why is he going to Bangladesh?
Oh my God, for real?
That's funny.
I'm not going to Bangladesh.
He's going to Bangalore. Someplace none of us can find on the map, except for terrorists.
Bangalore.
Bangalore, yeah, Indian. It's in India.
It's no place you want to go. That's all I want to tell you.
Bangalore's okay, not too bad.
Okay,
Bangladesh.
Because you cleaned it up for them, right, Derek?
That's right. That's right.
That's funny. Time to go, man.
All right, Rich is doing his. It's late.
I mean, the conversation is starting to get weird, and we need to stop talking about comics and espionage and travel.
I never used the E word. Thank you very much. I never said anything about espionage. I said Derek has a job in which he fixes things. That's all I've said. Don't get us in trouble.
Fixer, okay.
I can't believe we weren't planning to have a Black Comic Lords exclusive tonight, but we did. That was.
Well, look, I will tell you guys this because there's still a few people watching us. We've been on hiatus. We've been in summer break. We're doing our traveling and stuff. I still got traveling to do. I'm not going to be here next week. I'll be out of the country. But come August, I guess, we'll be in full swing again. We do have the Atlanta Comic-Con August 23rd, 24th. Angel, are you going?
I am scheduled to go. Unless something weird
Angel will be there. So y'all can check Angel out at Atlanta Comic-Con. I may go as well. Make sure you buy your tickets for that. As far as our slate of things we have planned, I've already told you about the Iyanu plans. I'm working on that. I don't know if that'll come to fruition, but I'll try. We do. Can we talk about what we talked about this weekend, guys? You guys seem hesitant.
It's
All right,
up
so I
to
won't
you,
mention
I
that.
guess.
Needless to say, we have something big planned for the end of the year. It'll be big, it'll be important, and it will be cool.
Yeah.
That's what up, Chad.
Chad, hit us up if you go to Atlanta.
Atlanta Comic Con or Atlantic Comic Con?
Yeah, we're not
That's
going to
different.
Atlanta. We're going to Atlantic.
Tick.
Yeah, Atlantic is in Norfolk, Virginia.
Virginia.
Will any of you be at Tampa Comic Con? I hadn't planned on it.
Tampa?
Although Angel and I are in the Central Florida area.
I always get passes for that. I'll probably be there.
It's an Angel Flex.
That was an Angel Flex. That was purely an Angel Flex. Thanks for calling her out on that. Angel gets too many passes with us. Angel, you gonna give me a pass to Tampa Comic Con?
No, I can't. I actually get stuff that I have to do there.
Oh, I thought you said you get passes, like plural, like you have an extra one.
Oh, it seemed across multiple years she's had multiple passes.
Yes.
I see.
Derek understood.
Yeah,
Right,
I understand.
Trying to get the hookup. That's what we do.
Oh, I picked this up I don't know, a while back.
Ooh, Luther's Got Class.
I don't know what that is.
I got that one.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing, Paul, are you doing another Bitterroot interview for the last
Yeah, I missed last week because I was vacationing. So hopefully I would like to do the last issue 4.
Okay.
I will
Because
talk to remind me to reach out to David Walker about that.
Okay. That would be great. And
Wait a second. Derek.
Yes.
What is that on your head? Is that a Voltron hat?
That is I showed that earlier.
Where were you, Paul, when he said he had to switch hats?
You don't do the best thing.
I don't pay attention to what Derek does.
You didn't listen to what I said at all.
I never listen to you, Derek.
Sorry, smooth approach.
Oh,
always not paying
Ballerina
attention
is
to
so
us.
good. Yes, I will take that mantle.
Angel is the ballerina Derek's John Wick.
Oh, have you guys seen that movie?
Yes.
I
So
enjoyed
good.
that. I enjoyed that. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as good as the John Wick films, but it was entertaining. I did enjoy it.
Question: will Joe Illidge be on for every issue of Bloodletter?
We hadn't talked about that. Doesn't the next issue of Bloodletter come out next week? I believe it does. I did send him a message asking him if he wanted us to do anything. I've been busy. I've been working, so I haven't checked my messages to see if he responded.
Yeah, we've all been heads down on our individual things lately. I was just gonna whenever we do the next Bitterroot interview, I'm gonna give away this. I was just going to do a quick promo.
What is that?
So I've got the volume 1 trade paperback and autographed on the inside by Stanford Green.
Oh wow!
So
why don't you send that to me?
People.
I'll send it to you so you can send it to the winner. Okay.
Wow.
Well, shout out to Michael Stratton and Dennis Cowan. The graphic samurai book.
Oh, I can't wait to get mine.
Have been delivered.
Yay!
Oh, in terms of the books being shipped to Michael Stratton. He has all the books.
He has in his possession.
Yeah. So
finally.
Next couple of weeks or so, that's when the books will start going out.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Mine needs to go out first.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Dennis Cowan means a lot to me. I think he means a lot to the culture. He's important.
Farrell is you talking about the singer? Like, I don't understand.
Pharrell from Star Trek?
Like, what do they ask?
He don't need Chad with the new Clips album. Oh, okay. Talking about the new Clips album. I guess he must have been a producer. I didn't know he was a producer on the new Clips album. Star Trek.
Something like that has to be planned at least a year out. I wouldn't be able to do that.
All right. I think we have run out of things to talk about.
We are. We're slowing down, and I need to get some sleep. Unlike y'all, I have a job in the morning.
Shoot. Those folks in Hungary, I have to get up early to talk with them.
Derek, we don't need to know what the hell you do, man. Nobody needs to know
He
what you
can
do.
share whatever he wants. Are you?
No, he cannot actually.
Wow.
It's like Maverick and Top Gun. It's classified. What does that mean? It means I could tell you, but then I have to kill you. Don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah. Maybe next time we talk, I want to see if anybody watched F1. My daughter had me watch that.
Is that out already?
In the theater? Yeah, it's been out for about a month now.
Oh, snap. I need to go see that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. My man Danson Edris, aka the new T'Challa. I need to go see
T'Challa.
I'm be interested to see what you think about that.
I'm gonna go see 40.
Eclectic Birdie Nietzsche says, Paul, enjoy hedonism in the grill. I will not, sir. I am a happily married man with a child. I will not be going to hedonism in the grill.
I don't know what none of that means, and I don't want it.
25 years removed from that lifestyle. Now, I have cousins that have gone. I have family members that have gone, but I can't go to that place. That's too much. Star Trek Strange New Worlds comes out tomorrow. Marwan Williams brings out. I'm looking forward to that. I am a fan of that show. I love that show. I actually just binge watched the last 2 seasons over the last few weeks. So really looking forward to Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3. All right. So anybody else got anything else? Rich is really angry. He's getting his angry mode. It's like, why these fools still got me on and I gotta go to bed.
I'm about to go.
Thank you all for all of your attention, your support. We're back. We're doing our thing. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we promise that we will endeavor to keep you entertained and bring you all the hot stuff. We have some things cooking. Just wait and be patient. With that, Black Comic Lords, we got you.
It's the Wednesday wrap-up show.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was almost perfect.
All right, thanks, y'all.